Hello YouTuber subscribers and friends. Alright, here's my door panel. I took off out of the crap. And what I'm working on right now is this is the door handle off that other door panel that I'm not going to use. I don't know what it came out of, but it's too long for this. So I got to figure out some way to modify this on there. I got to cut it off and then cover it with that foam padding I got, and then material. But I took off the the door latch and the window handle. Now I'm going to take this off. This thing is very sharp and very dangerous. Because what I want to do is I got the foam board here, and trying to see exactly what I got to do here to get this design done. So what happens is I went to Lowe's when I was doing the trunk project. I bought a big throw down plastic. It was like 99 cents for 12 feet, and I got extra plastic left over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape it onto here so I can draw out the template of this door panel here, so I can transfer this template to the board there. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to get this set up, and then we'll go from there. Alright, you can see where I got the plastic taped to the door, and I've made a marker lining approximately where I want to cut out the foam board. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it out a little bit bigger than what the lining is on the door there. I went all the way around the door, even to I made a square here where the door handle goes, and the mark here where the window handle crank is, so I know where to make the mark and the foam board. I also marked out each fastener hole here so I can make marks on the foam board. And what I'm going to do next is take this plastic off and then lay it onto the foam board, and then draw that line. I'm going to cut all this plastic out here, and then I'm going to draw that line onto the foam board. Basic pattern. I always try to do this on a non-windy day. The wind's starting to pick up now, but off to the next step. Okay, I drew out the pattern on the plastic. I took the plastic off the door, and I got the foam board laying on my table, and the wind is picking up. I'm going to outline a rough outline onto the foam board, and then cut it out and then test fit it. Alright, I drew it on the foam board, the foam board, and I cut it out a little bit bigger. These notches down here I didn't cut out because I'm still test fitting. And I put some metal tape to hold these two pieces together, so it's a little bit stronger. I haven't cut out the part for the door handle yet because I'm still test fitting, so let's take it over there and see what it looks like. Get my camera set up here. This isn't a finished product, this is just something to test fit it. See how it looks. Still got to draw a notch down here. It's hitting on this thing here. I'm going to poke a hole in the window crank. Right here, I'm going to poke a hole in that. See how that goes, but basically looks like it's going to fit there. Got to do some more little trimming. test cut this. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's not going to be the first cut. It's going to be perfect. Get this to line up here. This looks pretty good here. It's going to have material over it too, so let's see how this lines up. Not bad for the first cut. Then I need to make a piece go like this and then down. So I'm gonna punch some holes in here and see how it lines up after I punch a holes in. Alright, I just got to sit on there just temporarily. Just trying to do some test fittings. Getting the holes cut out for the door handle and the window crank there. I got some bolts, one bolt lined up there in the corner, one on that side down over there, just to line it up. I'm definitely going to have to do some trimming. Right around here. When you use this, when you push in, it changes the shape. So these holes, where I got marked for the holes to put the fasteners in, aren't lining up exactly. So I have to put pressure on this so I can trim this more, because it's overhanging here about, I don't know, a quarter of an inch. And then I gotta trim this over here. But not too bad for my first attempt. I don't have this hole bolted in yet. I just got it set there, because I made some marks and trying to get a test fit here. But it lines up with the bolt holes right here. And the wiper blade lines up. This fitting over here. Okay, I just need to trim this area a little bit better. And I took that other top part that goes on to the passenger side, and I cut it in half, because what I'm trying to do is just trying to get the general idea what the height is I have to get to make this piece from here to here, the height and the angle. So this gives me the height here, so when I get a longer piece of form board, it's going to go right inside here. I'm going to go straight across, and then right behind that one, all the way to about right there. And then, where the piece go? Piece I cut off, and then I'm going to attach a piece like this down to the door panel down here. So I'll have the slope here, and this will all be covered with material. So at least that's the plan. Because as the door panel goes right now, it looks good. You just have to figure out where the armrest is going to go. But sprinkling. This is going to go behind there like that. And then this piece will come like this. I will draw this underneath this to get the line, so it will line up with this panel right here. And be all slanted like that. Just like the regular one does. At least that's the plan. So for the first time of doing this, and it test fitting pretty good, I just have these temporary here for alignment, and that's not bolted in. I mean, if I was just doing that alone, that would be fine. Like I said, this is going to be covered with padding. Not very thick padding, but padding and then material. And then these will be snap rings, the fasteners that I bought at Ace, to hold it in place. I mean, it's pretty good. And then behind it, I'm either going to put plastic against the door there, or I'm going to shoot some kind of rubber coating on the back of this. So I haven't figured that out. I'm just playing it as it goes, playing it by ear. But so far today, pretty good progress. Time to go in and eat my dinner. And until next time, yeah, I'm good. I'm good.